Inside Our Playbook, where we talk to advisors and associates about what they do and how they're putting clients first. And today I'm joined by Jack Giardino. Jack, thanks for being here.
Brian, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
So Jack, I have a couple of questions for you. And the very first one is, what made you decide to join Mariner Wealth Advisors right out of college? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Great question. So, there's really two main reasons I think that I decided to pursue a career at Mariner Wealth Advisors out of college. Throughout my time in college, I had the opportunity to intern with several different firms. And the one main differentiator that I noticed at Mariner Wealth Advisors was just the energy and the culture at Mariner. Every day during my internship, I looked forward to coming to work. I looked forward to interacting with my coworkers and my teammates. And it's just a fun time to be here at Mariner. The second thing is the opportunity to learn, both from advisors and our advisor solutions, as well as the encouragement to pursue further education, such as the Certified Financial Planner designation. That was important to me, and I knew that Mariner was going to present me with these opportunities. So those are really kind of the two main reasons that I decided to pursue a career here at Mariner Wealth Advisors.
Jack, those are great points. We're often saying that you could be in this business 30 some odd years and you still won't know everything. There's just too much to know. So absolutely support the education and strongly encourage it. So talk to me a little bit about how you learn from other advisors and how you learn from our advisory solutions folks like we've talked about in the past.
Yeah, so there's two parts to that question, Brian. The first one is, how do I learn from the advisor? So here at Mariner Wealth Advisors, I work directly on a wealth management team. There's an advisor ahead of me that I work under. Really, since day one, he's been able to pull me in meetings. I learned from him, both just watching him interact with clients, but as well as, with that pre-meeting prep or post-meeting review, we talk through things. This is why we're doing that, or what do you think about this? And he's also picking my brain and allowing me to partake in the conversation. And hey, Jack, how would you approach this? So that one-on-one interaction with the advisor is huge. And has definitely helped me within my professional progression. The second part to your question is advisor solutions. So for those of you that don't know, here at Mariner, we have what's called advisor solutions. So these are different departments or resources within Mariner that are offered to our clients and our clients only. So we have a tax team, we have an insurance department, we have a trust department, and we're able to tap into these resources when we're working with clients. So if we have a trust and estate planning, we can call up Jaden and say, hey, Jaden, do you think you could help us out on this? What's your insights? What's your thoughts? And it's a great resource to help offer our clients and make sure we're fulfilling our duty and serving them to the highest standard here at Mariner. So that has been wonderful to learn from the advisor solutions and all of those folks as well as learning from the advisor directly.
So that's great, Jack. I appreciate it. You often talked about the idea that you love to use your creativity at work and that you don't feel necessarily, boxed in, and that you're able to create your own path. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, this was another important thing coming out of college. I wanted to make sure I was joining a firm that heard my voice. I wasn't just clocking in at 9, handed a list of tasks, complete all those tasks, and then go home at 5. I often use the line when speaking with people like you, Brian, or others, the traditional 9 to 5, you're kind of handed this sheet of paper with an outline and you're supposed to draw within those lines. Here at Mariner, since day one, I've just been handed a blank sheet of paper. Here's your coloring pencils. Feel free to draw your own picture. And what I mean by that is, yes, I have those traditional tasks and duties that I need to get done, but my voice is being heard and I get to get involved in other aspects of Mariner just outside my traditional role. So one example is I've been able to help out the podcast team and actually host a podcast episode and have my ideas be heard there. Brian, you have allowed us to set up a quarterly mentoring conference call with up-and-coming advisors where we get to pick your brain both personally, professionally, and how can we continue to kind of pursue and become the best advisor that we can become. And then the third one is just within that team and office location, we've started a couple different kind of groupthink monthly conference calls, and just where we push each other's teams of, hey, have you thought about maybe doing things this way, or we do this, and it allows us to be the most efficient. Maybe you guys should try that, and just pick teams and allow teams to kind of pick each other's brains and learn from each other. So it's again, I go back to that saying of, I'm not just handed a piece of paper and draw inside the lines. Here's your blank canvas to create the picture that you'd like to create.
And Jack, I would tell you from a leadership team perspective, the idea or the innovation that comes out of those conversations and what you and the other folks like you around the organization have been able to bring forward just makes us a better organization. It's better for clients, better for advisors, better for everyone. So thanks for what you do. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks very much for joining the episode today. And hopefully if there are other advisors such as yourself that are watching this, maybe they got a sneak peek of what it's like to be Jack for a day, what it's like to be, in a role such as yourself at Mariner. So Jack, thanks for being here today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on the show, Brian. I appreciate it.